If you feel bloated, heavy, or tired more days than not, this video is for you. Most people think they have a food problem. What they actually have is a release problem. Once you understand the difference, a lot of things about how your body feels will finally make sense. I want to walk you through why this happens, why stress plays a bigger role than most people realize, and how colon hydrotherapy helps people feel lighter, clear, and more energized again. I've been doing this work for over a decade, and over that time I've seen thousands of people go through colon hydrotherapy. Different ages, different diets, different lifestyles, but they all tend to come in feeling very similar. Bloated, heavy, foggy, low energy, uncomfortable in their own body. And most of them think that is how their body works now. To understand why that happens, you need a simple picture of how the gut actually functions. Think of digestion and elimination like a conveyor belt. Food goes in, belt moves, waste moves out. When the belt is moving the way it should, the system feels light and smooth. When the belt slows down or stops, waste starts to pile up, and that pile creates pressure. That pressure is what most people feel as bloating, heaviness, discomfort, sluggishness. So the real question becomes, why does the conveyor belt stop working? This is the part that most people never talk about. Your body operates in two main modes: rest and digest, fight or flight. When you're calm, the body focuses on digestion and elimination. When you're stressed, your body focuses on survival. And elimination is not a survival priority. So when someone lives in constant stress, a busy schedule, eating on the go, rushing from one thing to the next, the body pulls energy away from elimination. The conveyor belt slows down, not because the body's broken, but because the body's trying to protect you. This is the common denominator I see over and over again. The people who come in backed up are not unhealthy or careless. They're just in high stress, very busy, always on the move. They barely make time to slow down, let alone make time to release. Their body stays in survival mode for years. Over time, elimination becomes less frequent. Going every few days feels normal. Feeling bloated feels normal. Feeling heavy after meals feels normal, but it's not normal. Here's where a lot of people get confused. They assume bloating is a food problem, so they change what they eat, they cut carbs, they add supplements, increase fiber, eat cleaner, but sometimes it does help, but it's never going to be a permanent solution. Because if the conveyor belt is already backed up, adding more into your system does not fix the problem. It creates more pressure. Food goes in, waste does not move out efficiently. Pressure builds, gas builds, inflammation builds, and that alone creates more problems. You can eat perfectly and still feel awful if elimination is not working the way it should. This is where colon hydrotherapy comes in. Colon hydrotherapy is not about forcing the body or shocking the system. It's about supporting it. It helps the body release built-up waste in a controlled, professional way. It stimulates the colon to get that conveyor belt moving again, and it helps accelerate the waste process. When pressure is removed, the body finally feels safe enough to relax. When the body relaxes, the conveyor belt starts moving again on its own. This is why the responses see after every session is almost always the same. And once the pressure drops, the body does what it's designed to do. This is also why gut health affects so much more than just digestion. A backed up system increases internal stress. And when internal stress is high, energy drops, focus drops, mood shifts, inflammation rises, everything feels harder. The elimination improves, internal stress drops, and when stress drops, the body works better across the board. Now, this is not for everyone, and it is important to be clear about that. This is for the person who feels bloated most days, feels heavy after meals, feels sluggish and uncomfortable, and feels like they are doing the right things, but still feel off. It is especially relevant for those of you that feel like weight loss is harder than it should be, because a backed up gut means that everything's harder. But this is not a shortcut. It is not for people avoiding lifestyle changes, and it's not something to do casually without understanding why. Support without structure just creates cycles, not real change. Most people think colon hydrotherapy is about what happens during the session. What actually matters is how the body responds to the session before and afterwards. When you come in hydrated and unrushed, the body is more open to releasing. When you come in depleted or overwhelmed, the body tends to tighten and hold back. That's not a problem. That's the body doing its job. A little preparation before and gentle care after helps the body respond more comfortably. This is about restoring movement, not shocking the body. And when it comes to frequency, the goal is never dependency. The goal is normal function. Some people need more support at first because they have been backed up for years. Others use it occasionally as a maintenance. The point is to help the body remember how to do its own elimination. So here's the truth to take with you. Most people do not feel bad because they are unhealthy. They feel bad because their system is overloaded. Years of waste buildup that has been in your body and overworking itself for a while. When elimination improves, pressure drops. And when pressure drops, the body works again.